We've been living inside a story of independence, competition, and taking what we need. But what if the real story of life, written into the natural world itself, is something entirely different? Welcome to Spiritual Geography. I'm Joni Miller. Some time ago, I mentioned the children's book, The Giving Tree, to my husband, Ben. He'd never read it before. In this book, Shel Silverstein describes the relationship between a boy and an apple tree. At first, the tree provides shade, apples to eat, branches to play on, but as the boy grows older, he comes back asking for more: branches to build a house, a trunk to build a boat, and finally, as an old man, just a stump to sit on. Ben looked at me and said, "So the moral of the story is what? Don't do that?" I laughed, but I also paused because the story is usually framed as one of selfless love and generosity. The tree is fulfilled simply by giving the boy everything he needs. And yet there's something unsettling in that, a kind of love that gives until there is nothing left. That story doesn't just live in a children's book. It shows up in how we think about the earth, that we can take what we need without considering the cost. It shows up in how we think about success, that we build our lives by accumulating, extracting, and achieving. And sometimes it even shows up in how we think about love itself. But what if that's not the whole story? When we look at the natural world, we see something very different. Trees don't simply stand alone, competing for resources. They communicate. They share nutrients. The work of Suzanne Simard shows that birch trees can send support to nearby Douglas firs when they're under stress, sharing resources the fir trees can't produce on their own. And beneath the surface, there's a vast network, roots and fungi connecting one tree to another, a kind of constant exchange. And it's not just trees. Bears eat salmon and berries, and in doing so, carry nutrients back to the forest through what they excrete. Fish, animals, plants, soil, each plays a role in sustaining the whole. Life doesn't thrive in isolation. It thrives in relationship. Yet, many of us have been shaped by a very different story, one of independence, of standing on our own, pulling ourselves up by our bootstraps, building a life through our own effort. We learn to take care of ourselves and maybe those we consider ours, our people. Like lone trees in a field, we're cut off from the network that might sustain us. So, what if the story we've been living is incomplete? What if we've mistaken separation for strength? What if there was another way to understand what it means to live and to love? Sherry Mitchell writes, quote, "When we have a bond of kinship with another, it impacts the way that we care for them. In healthy systems, we treat our kin with a greater degree of care. When we love, we treat the beloved with reverence and respect." End quote. What if the question isn't just how much we give, but who and what we consider our kin? It's easy to extend care to those who are like us, but can we be kin with the unfamiliar? Those who look different, who love differently, who believe differently, who voted differently. And beyond that, can we extend that same sense of kinship to the natural world, to the trees and the soil, to the creatures we love, and even the ones we don't? We don't have to answer all of that right now, but we can begin to feel into it. So if you're in a place where you can pause for a few moments, I'd like to invite you into a guided meditation. Take a deep breath in and gently let it out. Take another breath, slow and steady. With each breath, allow your body to settle. Bring attention to your body, to the miracle of being alive in this moment. Your lungs breathing, your heart beating, your body carrying you without effort. Feel the air on your skin. Let a sense of gratitude arise for the life moving within you. Now bring to mind someone you love, a child, a partner, a friend, a teacher. Picture them clearly. Let that feeling of love grow, as if you could see them surrounded by a field of care. Stay there for a moment. Now, let that field expand to include others around you, your home, your community. Picture children playing, people laughing together, moments of connection unfolding all around you. Let that circle grow wider across your country, across the world. Every person held within this same field of connection. Now imagine yourself in an old-growth forest, tall trees rising above you. The air is cool and damp with a faint smell of pine. Your footsteps soft against the moss-covered ground. You see small animals scampering, squirrels and chipmunks. You hear the sound of birds, the flute-like thrush, the staccato cadence of a woodpecker. Let yourself feel that space and gently send your care, your awareness, your love to the life around you. Now picture yourself by the ocean. Feel the salt air. Hear the seagulls squawking and the waves crashing into the shore. Sense the vastness before you. Let your awareness expand to include it. Now imagine yourself in a field or a vineyard. Reach down and touch the soil. Rich, living earth, this ground that sustains life, often unseen, but always present. Let yourself feel gratitude for it. Now hold all of this together. The people you love, the people you don't know, the forests, the oceans, the soil. You are a part of every human, plant, animal, insect, drop of water, and speck of dirt on this magnificent planet. And they are all a part of you, each made from stardust, each connected in ways we can see and ways we can't. You are a part of this, and it is a part of you. With each breath you receive from this world, with each breath you give back to it. Rest there for a moment. Take one more deep breath in and gently let it out. And when you're ready, open your eyes. We live in a world that often tells us we are separate, that we must stand alone and take what we need. But there is another story available to us. One of connection, of interdependence, of kinship that extends far beyond what is familiar. We may not know exactly how to live that story yet, but perhaps it begins here, by remembering that we were never meant to stand alone. And it begins by asking, where in my life am I being invited to expand my circle of care? Where am I being asked to grow more love? We don't understand the mysteries of the universe, but we can grow more love. Love for ourselves, love for others, and love for the infinite mystery that lays beyond our understanding. Thank you for tuning in.